This is Alexido Melendez Dumont, and this is my final project on does AI deserve the same protections as animals? So first of all, the article. The article written by Basil and Schwitzgebel argues that the future AI could develop to become as sophisticated as animals such as mice or dogs. And instead of worrying only about AI harming us, we should also consider the possibility that humans could be harming AI. My thesis is that if AI becomes cognitively developed enough to suffer, then it should receive ethical protections similar to those as provided to animals. So this is my visual component. It is a moral status continuum. So it shows different entities ranging from levels of bacteria, insects, fish, dogs, humans, and current AI. And then shows the level of moral consideration that they hold. And something that's notable about this chart is that moral status is often connected to the capacity of suffering, and future AI could possibly move further along the continuum if consciousness develops and AIs are found to be able to experience suffering. So the author's stance, the central claim of the authors is that the AIs may be capable of conscious suffering and therefore deserve ethical consideration. This functions under the premises that conscious beings can experience joy and suffering. Beings capable of suffering deserve moral protection. Scientists do not fully understand consciousness, making it hard to tell when AI has become conscious. And if liberal theories of consciousness are correct, advanced AI may soon possess characteristics associated with conscious experience. In conclusion, because we might soon create conscious AI, we need to create an oversight regarding the ethical protections of AI now, rather than waiting for harm to occur in the future. So ethical framework number 1, utilitarian calculus of suffering. Utilitarianism is a framework that is used to determine the morality of something based on the consequences of its action, based on the ratio of suffering to pleasure produced by said consequences. This fits for the article because, according to utilitarianism, the suffering that AI could experience through harm should be considered regardless of whether it is human or not. And should AI develop to a point where it could suffer, we should consider the ways that we could harm it to mitigate future harming. So ethical framework number 2, I chose Buddhist compassion and suffering. This is because Buddhism emphasizes compassion and the reduction of suffering. Compassion suggests that we should avoid causing unnecessary harm. So a Buddhist would likely encourage caution when dealing with a potentially sentient being. This fits with the article because a Buddhist perspective would mitigate suffering and strengthen the concern of a moral responsibility for the harm caused to AI. Counter-argument and response. So the counter-argument, some might argue that AI is not conscious and it can only process information and not feel emotions or pain, and therefore it deserves no moral rights. My main issue with this sentiment is the problem with uncertainty. The authors point out that scientists are still unable to agree on what consciousness really is, and if we wait for absolute proof that AI is conscious, we could allow a significant amount of suffering before protections are established for AI. So in conclusion, advanced AI may eventually deserve ethical protection if it can experience suffering just like any other animal. The question is not proving whether AI is conscious, it is deciding how we act when we are uncertain of the effects of our harm. Thank you for watching.